Hello my crafty friends and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be binding this beauty. This is my journal that I made from a kit from Line.Arrow called Antique Laces and Roses, and I've shared 6 videos I think so far. I have a playlist that will be in the description box below on how I went about making this journal. So today I've finished decorating all the pages and I am going to bind this journal. So I thought I'd share that one last thing with you before I do my final flip through video. So if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, and comment, and let's get on with it. Okay, so what you're going to need is some floss or some string, some wax thread, whatever you use or have to bind your journal with. I'm going to be using this floss because it's this beautiful pink color that will go with this here, and yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. And you're going to need an awl, some paper, and a needle. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I have my needle, and it needs to be a pretty big eye and somewhat of a point. It doesn't have to be a very sharp point because you're going to be poking the hole with your awl. So I have 4 signatures, so I'm going to start with the 1. So we're going to go 3 times the length of our journal. Gonna need some scissors too. Okay, there we go. And am I going to I lost my needle here. Where did it go? There it is. Can't see it. Okay, we're gonna thread that. I use the whole 6 pieces of floss when I do mine. Anyway, okay. So let's open up the journal and take the pages, the signatures out. So I have 4 signatures here. And you can see they are pretty stuffed. I'm going to set those to the side. Let's see. I thought I got a pen out. Yes, I did. There it is right here. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure. Yeah, we'll just measure from the inside here, and we'll cut this off like so. Okay, so I am going to want I'm going to measure about approximately where I'm going to put my 3 holes. So maybe there, that looks good in the middle there, and then about 1 inch in from here. Okay, and then we're going to measure this out to see we're going to put our dots here. So I need 4, and I have approximately 2 1/4 inches spine. So I need to divide that into 4. Alright, I'm back and I have my dots. I don't know if you can see those on this. Yeah, but I got 4 evenly spaced there. And so I'm going to go ahead and poke these holes right through. And then we'll start in with our signatures. first four. I made this out of one of those plastic bubble wrap things, so it is quite hard to get these holes punched. So I hope I'm getting them pretty even. No. Okay. And four in the middle now. They're going to be the hardest ones. Let's get my little book, my punch book. There. Got that done. Okay, I am gonna get. Okay. All right. So next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna put this on here. Oh, they tell you to start with the last one, so we'll start with the last one. Put the last signature in first. So here's my little thing, make that sure that's measured, that's perfect on here. So I'm just going to open it up to the center. Some other things you're going to need are probably something to hold it together, so while you punch. So I'm going to stick these little pink things from Dollar Tree on here. I like to kind of keep it bent there in the middle. Make sure everything is lined up the way you want it. Looks pretty good. Okay, then we're going to set this in here. Make sure this is the top. This is, all these line up. This is the top. Yeah, want to mark that. Okay, we're going to put that in here. And I usually have a book to do this in, but I don't know where it went, so we're just going to do it this way. So you just line up your little marks here and poke through our pages like that. So I have 3 marks. Then we take our needle. We go through the middle, here, through the middle, and then through the middle of the cover, in this middle hole right here. I'm trying to line it up because it kind of moves. Okay, there we go. Then we're going to go to this last hole over here. I'm going to stick it through, and because it's plastic, it does move around a little bit, so I'm going to just stick it through that hole. Yep. And then back through this one, the top, at the top. We're going to go through the top. Make sure you don't lose that string. Then we're going to go through the bottom hole. Find our bottom hole in here. It's right there. Okay. Pull it all the way down through there, and then we're going to turn this over and we're going to go back through this middle hole. We want to make sure we don't get the thread. So my little trick is to pull it tight and towards this way from the inside so that you can get your needle to go back in. And then I gotta pull it through the right hole here. There we go. And then back through the middle here. And come up on the opposite side of your thing. Okay. Everything looks in order. The signature's in the right way. You got string on either side of your middle thing here, and you just tie that in a double knot. Okay, now you can add beads or whatever you want to that. I'm just going to leave it for the demonstration purposes, and then you move on to your second one. So that's in there just perfect, all lined up with the lace. Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and finish these off camera. I may come back for the last one just to show you the process again. So I'll see you in a minute. Alright, I'm back to share with you the last binding of the last signature. And it looks like I got my stuff in a knot here, so yeah, we'll just unravel it here a little bit. Here we go. So we're going to do 1, 2, about 3 lengths. Going to cut that. Going to find your needle and all your stuff here. Going to thread your needle. Just kind of wiggle it back and forth. Oh. Get all those threads in there. There's 6 threads, so there we go. Okay, got that done. That's ready to go. Then here's our little measure. Make sure we got the signature up correctly. Got all our pages where we want them. Looks good. I might take this out of there just so I don't accidentally go through those. Okay. Gonna find my clips. I'm gonna clip my book together. And I'm gonna put my little measure in here. I have my cradle book now, so I can just stick this in. This works really well, so you get a nice crease. I don't know if you can see me here. Okay, nice crease. This vellum envelope is giving me a little trouble here, but we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna put it between here so it just goes through once. Okay, there we go. Then we're going to poke the middle here, and because your book is in a binding already inside this book, you will go right through the middle of the crease, you know. I'll show you when I'm done here. There, and one here. I don't know if you can see this page is okay. So what I was talking about was, see, you get the holes right on the crease because you stuck it in the book. Sometimes when you're just doing it this way, you can come out a little bit on top. So that's how I do that. Then again, we're going to go through the middle because I want strings to end up in the middle of my envelope here. And then we're going to line this up. I got my needle through my signature here. I'm going to line it up on here. And I poke it through this middle hole right here. Pull that through. And make sure that we don't lose this tail. I usually like clip it in here so that it doesn't get loose. But you don't have to do that. Okay, then we're going to go back up through the top hole, which is right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it's right there. Yeah, flip this. It is a little fiddly when you have 4 signatures. Okay. Alright, there we go. It came through here. And we're going to go through our book, our signature, to find the hole. It's up here, right here. I have very thick signature, so sometimes a little fiddly, and that's fine. All you have to do is take off your little thing and go through each page at a time. Of course, the ones that I did not film went through really easily, but of course you get to see, you know, what happens sometimes. You just can't get it through. Okay, in the hole, there we go, in the hole, in the hole. Okay, there we go, came all the way through, pull that in there tight. We're going to try this again, see if it'll go through. The middle one. Okay, so then we go down here through the end. Okay. Nope, not going to work for me. So we're just going to do these one by one as well. There we go. And we're going to go back through this bottom hole right here. Going to try one more time to get all these holes lined up. Let's clip it together. Let's go back. Oh, I went through my lace. That's not good. Let's pull that out and rethread the string. Boy, I'm having a time of it today, aren't I? Let's see, where'd my scissors go? I want to make sure that's nice and even. Pinch that. Alright. I didn't used to be able to do that not long ago, but I've had double cataract surgery in January and February of this year, so I'm so happy I can craft again without, you know, having to use a magnifying glass. Or calling my husband, come thread my needle. Yeah. Yeah, that happened all of a sudden. I don't know what went on there, but my eye doctor said, yeah, come back in 2 years and get your eyes checked. And like 6 months later, I went back because I couldn't see out of my glasses. And he's like, oh my goodness, yeah, the cataracts had gone way too far. Okay, so we got that string on both sides of the middle string there, and we're going to tie that in a double knot. Then I'm going to tie this in a bow. A double knot there too. Just because it's a vellum envelope and you can see through there, I didn't want to clip them really close. There's my scissors. clip that, I'm gonna clip that, and then we're gonna fasten the envelope shut. So I'm gonna push that down in the seam. And I just use the Fabri-Tac on this. Yeah, it usually works really well. And I'm just gonna glue that little tip down first, like that. So you can't, it's invisible, you can't see it. I know a lot of people that use sticky tape, double-sided sticky tape, but I just use this. It works really well. And I'm going to close that envelope and close that. There we go. I haven't had any problem with it coming apart, but you never know, right? You can always put sticky tape on it then to fix it. But there's my envelope, and I have all these fun little things to put in it over here. I always like to put a few things in so that the person who gets the journal will have a little bit of fun putting things together. Yeah, there we go. And I have one more envelope back here. Back here. Where is it? Must be in this signature. Yes? No. That's the last signature. It's in this signature. Here it is. Okay, so we're going to glue this one shut. And just press it down and it disappears. There we go. Like that. Press that in. Another vellum envelope. There we go. And then I have a bunch of little things I was putting in here. These ones. Just go in there. And it's all bound. We'll show you what it looks like here. There's the bindings. And there's my book all put together. Ta-da! I'm going to have a flip through in my next video, so stay tuned for that. And like I said at the beginning, like, comment, subscribe, and the links are below in the description box. Check out this kit from Line Dot Arrow on our Etsy store. The link will also be in the description box. Antique Lace and Roses. See you next time. God bless.